to remind you that Barcelona are champions right there in La Liga. That is their 29th title in their history. What a way to do that against their bitter rivals, beating Madrid at their own backyard. Super congratulations to them. Galatasaray are also champions right there in Turkey. And our own Victor Osimhen notched in a brace. What a player. Oh my word, man. Welcome to Inside the 90, brought to you by Stadium Side. My name is Cosmos. Some say the son of Chukwemeka. And I have the lady that supports Manchester United. Over the weekend, they could not even score a goal. Go, Dawa. It was eyeglass scoreline. You might say because they've picked up a place in a continent, but that's not enough for you to give us go for those who they play confidential barometer. Amarachi Ademoko, your team somehow, just took their foot off the pedal. Goalless against Sunderland. How you doing?
Very okay. I mean,
you don't look okay. You didn't sound okay.
We not there.
Can you scream? Can you shout?
Some blue team not to relate. I don't want to show myself.
No, you need to calm down.
So for some time now, we're back to where we should be. So hopefully, with the right signings, we feel live to a Champions League next season.
They say a man where they celebrate say in wife when you get one now the best. What of the man we marry 5?
Now die good day.
Talking about Emmanuel Umba, yes, he should be on cloud 9 now, winning the La Liga title back to back. How does that make you feel? Obasanjo, Tinubu, Buhari?
It's been an exceptional weekend for Barca fans.
You're not audible. You're not sounding confident like you just won the league. Do Shakara like say you get the title.
Well, for me, on a personal note, it's been an exceptional weekend for Barca fans, and for me personally, wrapping up the league, which we all know was going to happen. But then, my biggest take out of that game is that, apart from the scoreline, if you watch that game, it was a proper football lesson for Real Madrid.
Okay, lesson. We just 2-0. No problem. Okay, everybody they beat Chelsea. You reach Liverpool too, and they decide to allow them draw.
Eventually.
Dick Divine. That was their situation, draw 1-1. I want to first Chelsea were going to lose 7 consecutive games, but that wasn't to be.
Yes, Liverpool couldn't, hold on to their 1-0 lead when they took that lead in their game against Chelsea. I was expecting a win. Yes, I was expecting them to win, but it's just summed up the season for Liverpool. Inconsistency. They've been inconsistent. Will they qualify for the Champions League? Time will tell.
Okay. All right. So one more time, welcome, guys. Let's dissect what went down over the weekend. We'll start with England, where the battle continues. And there's been a controversial decision that, taking over the social media space. Was that a goal or not? And, in Nigeria, you don't get to hear a Nigerian bearing Nigeria. But in England, somebody they bear England. Maybe because of the country is sweet. The VAR official, his name is England. I was in charge.
Darren England.
Darren England. You can imagine. So, have you ever seen somebody bearing Nigeria?
How you go even name your picking Nigeria? If person won't call you, tell you Nigeria happened to you, people they talk God forbid. You don't come give your picking Nigeria.
Even when Nigeria better.
Nobody. That is the fee given states. I don't see people they answer Abia. I don't see people they answer Imo.
Imo?
Yes, I had a colleague, Jerry Imo. If you listen, yes.
Is he successful?
He did try.
I'm just asking.
He did try.
You don't hear Adamawa?
Now before we get hope, now in beginning answer Imo. I know from Imo.
Okay, no from Imo.
Now I make it work for
You
that.
just say that no be Imo.
Yes, it's Imo.
Now Igbo now.
Imo is IMOH.
Yeah.
No, some of them they spell an IMO, leave it like that.
Imo is not Igbo.
Imo is Akwa Ibom, yeah.
No,
Akwa Ibom.
this person is an Igbo person. Imo.
That guy
That's
will
his
be
name.
God citizen. Go and check. Maybe Mama and Papa they do collaborate.
But the word Imo is
Imo River.
now, because Imo
No,
River is
Imo means idiot must obey.
Ha. Only the Tardan.
What is that?
There's nothing like that.
You didn't know idiot must obey means Imo.
There's nothing
That's
like
an
that.
abbreviation. Okay, now let's talk about this game proper. Arsenal got their goal deservedly through Leandro Trossard, Dick Divine. And then when you said Jack, they were running away. At the nick of time, Callum Wilson found a way to put the ball inside of the net. But then, referee awarded the goal. The center referee awarded the goal. And then, this Darren England, call her, oh, God, come go check what they happen. Don't be the same matter that he's borrow money that they used to pay back. Something will happen, come go check. Now, when he now checked, he now noticed that there was an infringement, courtesy of Pablo for West Ham. And that's how the goal was disallowed. What's your take about that?
Well, my take.
Was that a foul or not?
See, Arsenal don't to do this thing to
No,
people.
no. Let's not look at it from the Arsenal angle.
Exactly.
Because sometimes, most times when it has favored Arsenal, for me, I feel it's a wrong decision. Now let's tackle the issue. Then we can say,
Was
okay,
it a foul or not?
do me and do you. Nobody's supposed to.
No, it was a foul.
Because
It was a
Pablo
foul.
had cross over
Yes.
the goalkeeper. Show that David Raya.
Yeah, that'd be Raya.
Raya. If you pronounce that for Igbo, you know what I mean.
No, let's consider.
No, please don't go there.
Raya.
David Raya.
No, Raya.
Raya.
Okay, spare Raya.
Raya.
Spare Raya.
Spell it.
Ra. Raya.
So,
bad.
talking about that scenario, there was an infringement.
Yeah.
There was an infringement. But then, like as I was saying before, you see you Arsenal fan. Sure, like we said the whole world there against Honor. But you guys have been the bad belly to all other clubs in the world. All the times Real Madrid, Barcelona, Man U, Chelsea, Liverpool, we are winning trophies. You guys, we are getting angry. You reach on a turn now, and so many people know vex. You guys started the season hunting clubs, pushing goalkeepers, impeding on defenders, scoring goals, 1-0 against Man U, your first match of the season. If you remember all these things, I'm not going to win trophy in the next 600 years. If you won against West Ham, one carry go, no problem.
All right, they say you know like me, no me say God no go bless me. Again, so Arsenal fans, make una continue to celebrate. I celebrate with them. But in terms of the VAR, it's becoming more like a historic moment in that particular game. That was the longest it has taken for a VAR to decide, for the referee to decide with the VAR. It took 4 minutes, 11 seconds.
True.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's how long.
I mean, the decision was more or less a make or
Man. Because
decision.
if you go in favor of West Ham, it's advantage for them to escape relegation somehow.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Then now Arsenal, it's title.
But then, like you said, let's face the reality.
Yeah, there was an infringement.
Exactly.
That's a foul.
Because most talks on social media has been that Arsenal used to do it. No. The issue is, was it a foul?
Exactly.
It was a foul on David Raya. And the referee was right to, cancel the reversing decision and then cancel the goal. For whether it is now, whether Arsenal has been doing it or not, is irrelevant at this point.
See, that's why if you get friend with a steal, maybe I'm robber. No follow and go steal. If you get grace, they steal all this one, they no catch them. Yo, now that first day, and if you no steal better thing, maybe they steal 5 million on this one, I can't go that in 500,000. They will catch you, burn you, everybody will escape. So as our faces are different, that's so our problem take the difference.
The season is still on. 2 more games to go. They will still lose points.
They're not going to lose points.
No, it's just 2 more games.
They will still
The
lose
next one will
points.
be against Burnley,
They
right?
can.
And then Crystal
And they're
Palace.
playing
Man City has.
Why are you bringing Man City? I'm talking about Arsenal. Arsenal will lose
That's what I'm saying.
points.
They
Because
drag
they're
the
competing for
team
the
now.
league now.
That's
It
what
is not
they
my
drag
business.
us.
Man City won their own game over the weekend.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right?
But
Yeah.
then Man City that there is a higher chance that Man City are going to drop points
than
as
Arsenal
compared to
dropping.
Now, Arsenal are going to play Burnley at home, and then
the last
a
one
Crystal
will be
Palace that
Crystal Palace.
has a conference league,
Yeah.
which they will probably rest players for that match. So I feel like Arsenal are going to win their 2 matches. But for Man City, the game against Bournemouth, that is after the FA Cup final.
Bournemouth, yeah.
Against Bournemouth, after the FA Cup final. I feel like that is another game they're going to lose, they're going to drop points.
Why did I say Arsenal drop points? Look at Arsenal's season.
Yeah.
Which teams are the teams that have beaten them? Aside Man U and Man City, who are the big boys, the rest, if you watch that West Ham game very
On
well,
paper, everybody felt this West Ham game,
Yes.
the game they are going to drop points.
they were supposed to drop points.
But it didn't happen.
If you
Supposed to buy them, knock them tail.
yes, if you watch that game very well, what happened to them in Bournemouth's match was exactly what happened. In the second half, it was West Ham or two. Remember the Fernandes miss, the Raya save.
Yeah.
Arsenal were there clear-cut chances. There were no clear-cut chances in that game. They were flat-footed. At some point, I've said it severally. I don't know if it is favoritism that Mikel Arteta is exhibiting on Zubimendi,
Absolutely.
playing him in games that he's not supposed to play. He has no business playing the number of games he has played for Arsenal this season because his performance has been below par. And he allowed Zubimendi to stay that long in that game and took away a certain Bukayo Saka that was in the game and then brought in non-Imadueke that we all know has not lived up to expectation. I mean, there were a lot of talking points and West Ham came all guns blazing. What I just blame Nuno Espirito Santo was not introducing Callum Wilson on time. I felt had he was introduced on time, he would have been the difference. And then Fernandes missing that sitter. I mean, what were you thinking? Just shift the ball again to the right.
That would be all.
Just shift the ball again to the right and then tap in.
I think when Arsenal drew that game, the blame should have been solely on Mikel Arteta. I mean, Ben White got injured, and then instead of like for like changes, putting on Musquera, he brought in Zubimendi and then took Rice as the right full back, leaving the midfield open. Because like I said, the Zubimendi has been off for some time now. I mean, he has played longer matches as compared to other midfielders in that game, except for Declan Rice. I feel like he needed rest and he shouldn't be in that game. But then, thank God for the VAR who came to their rescue. But then, had it been they drew that game yesterday,
It would have been over for them.
Has to take blame for that.
Arteta has always had a problem with his
He thinkers too much like Pep Guardiola.
Changes.
Sometimes he thinkers too much.
That's the person he learned from. Goats no fit born dog now.
That was what.
Does he think? I don't think he thinks too much
No,
like Pep. No.
He thinkers sometimes.
Okay, that's
in game management, sometimes he doesn't get it right.
Okay, no problem. The good thing is that Arsenal have survived, and anybody if you survive Tinubu regime, you go live longer than Methuselah.
Wallahi.
Not to demand the
Then they will give us certificate.
Yeah, they will give you. Wait, let me enter 27.
Abego.
Go collect certificate.
Abego.
Who they allow to collect certificate. So the good thing is, Arsenal, they've won the most difficult game for me on paper, even on paper, which is West Ham. So it will be a recipe for disaster, and that is like you drinking poison when you put for another person if they fail to beat Burnley and Crystal Palace. Now, let's move and talk about Chelsea. Praise the Lord, sunshine don't shine on top Chelsea. 1-1, they picked out Enzo Fernandez, helping them to salvage that point. Now, what does this mean for Chelsea now going forward?
It don't mean anything.
Right.
This is their first point in the last 6 meetings.
Seven matches.
Last 7 matches.
In the Premier League.
In the league. It's disgraceful now. And
how?
I
they
think
played Liverpool.
They just wanted to show that this guy was the problem, but they ended up making a fool of themselves.
An average Chelsea fan, I know majority of them didn't even see the game. But let me tell you, now 1-1 I play. But the good thing is they picked a point.
Yeah.
And when you're trailing against a Liverpool side
At Anfield, though.
At Anfield, you understand, and then you come back to salvage a point, having gone 6 consecutive games
without winning.
And
then scored only one.
Just a goal. That's something to smile about for them. Now, one is from count 2.
But then,
picking way one wrong, we learn how to crop.
They shouldn't be smiling. I mean, this are track records meant for relegation banned teams. I mean, a club as big as Chelsea.
But I'm married, my window respect yourself. Nice side chick they sent to watch on.
Yes, now. They might end up not making it to Europe.
What?
They're not going to make it to
They're not going to make it.
Which are nights on the log table.
Do you know that Chelsea has a propensity of finishing 16th this season? That is, they don't win their last 2 matches.
Yes.
And they might likely not win because say they draw Liverpool, not me say they go win their next match.
They have the quality of players that can do that.
Garnacho.
It's not working.
It's
just not working. Okay, now from the Premier League. Let's not talk about the relegation. Let's leave them for now. Let them continue. But the good thing is Arsenal still 5 points ahead of Man City, who won over the weekend, and it's now fight to finish. Very, very interesting. Now to La Liga. Champions, you are. Atletico Madrid, we felt they were going to return back to winning ways, but they didn't do that.
I mean, it's no surprise. Everybody here will agree with me that ATM, they are not known to compete. The few seasons they've competed, that is like when they won the title last, they got Luis Suarez.
2013 or so?
No, 2021. They got Luis Suarez from Barca. But then you would see that this team, they don't have this. Is
it more about the team or the manager himself?
I think the manager is also part of it because some of the players they have in that team have won titles elsewhere. But then coming into ATM, I think it's more or less the manager. I think at this point,
sack him.
Not sack him. He has done a lot for ATM. I wouldn't say sack him. Probably he should take a rest, maybe take a sabbatical, and then come back.
Come back to Atletico Madrid.
No, to Barcelona.
Come back to management. Not back. The thing is, he cannot come to Barca because his football philosophy is way different from Barca, and there's no way he's going to work.
Now, police football.
We don't come play.
Okay. Now let's talk about you guys beating Madrid. I mean, Madrid coming into this one. Nobody needs a soothsayer to know that Madrid were going to lose.
Absolutely. I was telling someone after the match.
But not scoring a goal is what I didn't see because Barcelona defense are Keziah.
Another point, because like you said, the last 12 El Clasicos has produced about 45 goals. So, and this is a game that normally produces goals, at least for those that play the competition barometer, 2.5 at least. But then, I was telling someone after the game, coming into that game, when the players were coming out from the dugouts, I'm talking of Real Madrid players now, you would notice that from their demeanor, from their body language, they felt like we are coming here just to fulfill our righteousness, that we are going to lose.
But I saw
this
a
game.
motivated captain, Vinicius Jr. His body language didn't tell that story.
But then how about the other 10
Because
players?
he even had time to taunt your fans. Let them know that you guys, they've won 15 Champions League.
This is not the first time he has done it.
Yeah, I like that energy.
But then it's at this point it is irrelevant.
Okay, so what do you think worked for Barca on the night?
I mean, it's consistency that has worked for Barca. Coming into this game, Barca has won their previous 10 La Liga games on the bounce. So these players were full of confidence coming into the game. And then if you take into cognizance what has been happening behind the scenes at Real Madrid, I mean, it's more or less, it was a calm weekend on the Barca side, whereas in the Madrid angle, it was all about chaos in that team.
Dika, well, we've heard that sometimes a broken bed is a sign of good marriage. Sometimes you see a team where they disorganize, they make noise, but when it hits on playing against a rival, they show themselves. We've seen that with teams like Tottenham. We've seen that with Arsenal. There might be a crisis, but once they face Tottenham, they show their energy. London Derby, same thing. But this one, they couldn't even get a goal.
Yeah, because it was different. The examples you made mention of are one-off. For Real Madrid, it wasn't a one-off thing. It didn't start.
But they delayed the title celebration for Barca.
It didn't start with Valverde and Tchouaméni.
Yeah.
There was Rudiger, there was Caracas. There were incidents. Yes, there were incidents before now. So it showed that previously, while other teams were fighting for titles, Madrid players were fighting among themselves. That is why they've gone home empty-handed. So it's a team thing. The team is not coordinated. In other teams you mentioned, 2 players maybe have an issue. It means that in the first team that will prosecute the match, that is 18 players. If you take out 2, 16 is coordinated. But in Madrid, we have like 6 players who are not in speaking terms. Yeah. Yes, they've apologized, but we all know that those were, how will they call it?
Bad blood.
Damage control. They're still... You saw Tchouaméni in that game. He had no business even playing that match because his mind was not relaxed. Yes, he was not relaxed in that game, so it affected them psychologically. You will see that this team, there's a problem, and that problem needs to be fixed. And how do they fix that? Bringing a manager that will discipline the team, and then the club must back the manager. That's why my solution to Real Madrid issue is Florentino Perez should leave. Yes, because he caused this. When this thing started with Xabi Alonso, he instead chose to fire Xabi Alonso and backed the players. And the players he has backed has disgraced him. So he would have backed Xabi Alonso to discipline the players, and this wouldn't have gotten to this extent. So he has failed as the president of Real Madrid. He should resign. Madrid should get a disciplined coach.
I'm going to feed the children.
Who is a family man?
Perez.
He's a grandfather.
He's a grandfather, yes.
That man is one of the richest football administrators in Spain.
Exactly. So his life matters.
He has lots of money.
He's also a construction magnate.
Yes, that man has money. So
he's
resignation.
big when it comes
I believe that the salary he gets from Real Madrid is peanuts. His company, so he should just leave the club. He should allow those that have good innovations to come up.
Oh.
Yes, so his time is over. He should step aside. He's one of the problems at the club. So that is the problem they're having. I mean, it has summed their season. I wasn't surprised that Barca, I was even disappointed in that game. Yes, why am I disappointed? I was disappointed that Barca, with the crisis reading Madrid, could only score 2 goals. And now this is a statement to Barcelona and their fans. Now, Marcus Rashford has scored in an El Clasico. He scored a free kick. I know you start thinking, when was the last time a Barcelona player scored a free kick in an El Clasico? Now, since Messi left, Rashford is the next thing. So, after Messi has left, no player in Barcelona reached Rashford. Since no one buyer. Now, Rashford don't give on La Liga. One either paid the £26 million quietly if people don't want war, because we know you're broke. You've won the La Liga, you have money.
I have money now.
Buy Rashford. After Messi, nobody has scored a free kick in a Clasico final. So this is the opportunity to give Man U our money and take this boy. You people should not tell us that people are wicked, though.
I want to say something. I want to say something.
Oga, calm down. What do you want to talk?
My United fans, Rashford is your player. Why not take him back? See, out of all he says at United, he never won a league title. I'm coming, and then
Barca wouldn't have won this without Rashford.
And then he came to Barca, and then we gave him a league title.
People
should come and take him back so that he can also win league titles for Manchester United. I mean,
why you people not taking Ansu Fati back?
It's not by force to buy player.
Why you people not?
He has done his bit.
Why you people not taking? Why you people not taking Ansu Fati back?
Then you should go back and then help United.
Rashford has helped Barcelona more than that. If not be Rashford, that league safe. Not forget them.
I agree.
Where they reach for Copa del Rey, all those major matches, the guy they turn up, they show up for them.
But I don't want to win league.
They don't want to win. You can carry money from there, pay this guy.
You don't want to win.
Let's
win league last.
Let's wrap things up with the Champions League. And now we know the two finalists. It is Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain, the best attacking side versus the best defensive side. 30th of May, Biafra Day. Who takes it?
I've said it. Mark the date. Come 30th of May,
Arsenal will win champions
of Europe.
Oh, all right. How about you?
I share that sentiment. Not because Arsenal are fantastic, but because...
No, but you have to be fantastic to get it right.
Fantastic defensively.
And then in the Champions League, you look at this, they've not lost a match coming to this place now. So, like I said, I'm not giving it to Arsenal because they've been exceptional this season. They've just been good. In fact,
they've been exceptional.
Okay,
when you go 14 games unbeaten in the Champions League,
they try, but that's their play. The way they play.
There's something I always say.
No, it's not. It's not the same thing.
Europe is volatile. I'm not talking of Europe. I'm talking of the UCA. It is volatile, and it doesn't require consistency. It doesn't require that you're the best team.
Smash and grab.
Exactly. And that's what they've been able to do.
Find a way to win your game, and then you're champion.
And you go home.
It doesn't matter if you've been consistent, demolition of every other team. When it comes, and it's just a one-legged match. Not like you're playing at home or this. Because if we've seen PSG when they play at home and when they play at away. We've also seen them in the last Champions League that they demolished Inter Milan. But then Arsenal is a different ball game. I'm not writing off
PSG.
No, you are. No, you've written them off already.
I'm not writing them.
No, you are.
You can't write.
So when you're going with Arsenal, right?
Yes, exactly.
You're also going with Arsenal.
Yes.
Dika, let's get a take.
Arsenal will go on trophyless this season.
It's not surprising. No.
When you say trophyless,
it's not a surprise.
You're ruling them out of both the Premier League
yes.
and the Champions League.
I've consistently done that.
Arsenal is going with double.
Arsenal
is going with double. They're going to win the Premier League and they're going to win the Champions League. PSG will not see them coming because, of course, 80% of football watchers or football lovers, aside Arsenal fans, of course, who are sometimes the Lulu, are actually rooting. Of course, everybody will be like, PSG don't carry them again. PSG returning champions, they're going to win it again. But take it from me, Arsenal is going to wow.
Opportunity to PSG. You felt Bayern would get to the final.
Yes.
So how you think?
So now
you'll be wrong again?
No. I will not be wrong. PSG actually won my heart. I was supporting Bayern. I wanted them to win the Champions League, but PSG played a more matured game against Bayern. I was thinking Bayern would do that, but now PSG rose to the occasion. So I wouldn't be saying, okay, because I was supporting Bayern and PSG has done that, then let me go support Arsenal. I mean, if you look at the Champions League, Arsenal had the lucky draw. They met teams like Atletico Madrid. They met Sporting. They met Sporting Lisbon as compared to teams
Arsenal
PSG.
defeated the same Bayern.
As compared to teams PSG met tougher oppositions, and they have been able to scale through. So I see PSG winning the Champions League against Arsenal. Arsenal will have to wait for another 136 years to win the Champions League.
Which means not in your lifetime. How many years you want to live on planet?
No, it's already 135.
Okay.
So they will wait next
so they
year.
will I thought you want to talk about
No.
extra 100.
They're going to break.
By then I don't die
They're
now.
going to break the yoke.
Just to add, you know, Manchester United have qualified for the Champions League, and it's likely they're going to be in pot 3. The good thing is they're going to meet either Bayern, PSG, Barca, Real Madrid in the league phase.
So
And
we'll
I'm
split this.
so looking forward to
What
it.
is
I don't
bringing?
understand.
If you lose a game in the league phase, it doesn't mean you're out.
No, I want to see this Manchester United against quote and unquote the big boys.
Excuse you.
Because for Manchester
Did
United
you start
fans,
watching football
they-
this season?
Who is the
Alright.
big boys?
You know, when music
So who is
changed,
who
that
is
step will
who are
change.
Manchester United?
I don't
The big boys. So who come
No,
Manchester
Man United,
United?
I get them before.
No, the last time Manchester
Last-
United
see,
met,
once they-
sorry, last
once
time
they
Manchester
never
United
died.
met Barcelona in Europe,
Yeah.
they beat Barcelona. So I don't know what he's saying.
in the Europa League.
Did you play Europa League?
Europa
You
League.
were defeated. So
But
what
then-
are you not
but
saying?
But then
And the Champions
Barca has
League,
defeated
you
Manchester
claim,
United in 2 UCL finals.
oh, nobody I get them before now. You don't see him. Moderator.
It is the bigger occasion.
You don't see am
It is
now.
the bigger
You don't say-
occasion.
you don't
And
say-
it-
They tell us what they have for
when it matters
1940.
most. No, when it matters most.
This is not a Flora
When
show
it
or
matters
Luga
most.
show. Stop telling us what happened before Nigeria gained independence.
2011 at the Wembley Stadium.
Tell us what is happening
try.
now and stop telling us what happened in the
What
past.
is
No,
happening
no,
now?
don't need to talk
What
too
is
much.
happening
Can
now
I see you?
is that I've won
This
the
Arsenal
league,
fan-
and then you've not won the league.
I don't know why-
since 2013.
I don't know why this Arsenal fan is claiming to be a Barcelona fan. Anytime you call, you predict against Arsenal, he attacks you. Own it, own up. Yes, you left Arsenal because Barcelona beat them in the 2006 Champions League final, and that was
was
when
why
you
you
left.
became
Yes,
a
he was with Arsenal when they won the Premier League, Invincible.
2004.
2004. Immediately Barcelona defeated them in the final. He went to Barcelona and he has been supporting Arsenal and Barcelona since. So stop deceiving us. Let's know your stand.
22
And
years now.
Now that Barca has won the league, it's
And
time-
22 years later, Arsenal are on course.
yeah, he's
So
starting
congratulations again one more time to Barcelona. Yes. Will they do well in the Champions League come next season? We don't know. But they need to fix their defense line because that's where they do have issues going into the most lucrative competition in football, which is the Champions League, aside the World Cup though. But that's how we call it a wrap. Thanks, guys. Until next time, Cosmos Chukwemeka remains my name, and I've done this with Emmanuel Mba, Amarachi Adimoko, and DJ Dika Divine, the classical one.
Yes,
Until
not fun.
next time. Kuyaka!